Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today I've got a workout video. Been getting a lot of workout video requests recently, and today got home late. I was at a friend's cabin for a few days. The gym is crazy busy at this time, so I figured out might as well just do home workout and film it. For a little bit more context on today's workout, guys, last weekend I did the Daniel Freitag Camp Dunk Show, which I'm sure is already up on YouTube, so if it is, make sure to go check out the video, guys. It was a great show. In a few days, actually in 2 days now, I'm going to be dunking in LA on the 9-9 lower rim there. And so I'm excited to see what I can do there. I'm sure that will be the next video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And so yeah, guys, for today's workout, I'm going to be walking you through everything that I have programmed for me, reps, sets, everything. And as always, my programming and workouts are always done by the guys over at Jumpmaster X, Tom Barnes, Austen Young, Jordan Kilganon, all those guys, so shout out to them. If you guys are interested in coaching, make sure to go check it out. As always, I start off with 45 seconds, 3 sets. Sometimes I do 5, but did 3 today of isometrics. Make sure to go, figure out what those are if you don't know. And I'm about to go into a dynamic warm-up, which I'm not going to show in the video. I did it in the last video, my last workout video, so I'm going to overlay a little bit of that on the screen. But yeah, first up, guys, we got hill sprints. Don't have a perfect hill, but I'm going to make do with what I have, and then we're going to hop into the actual weight training itself. And so I'll be sharing some context and more like tips and whatever throughout the video. But without further ado, let's hop right into the workout, guys. All right, guys, this barely even counts as a hill. It's more of just a little incline. And there's not very much space either. So I'm basically just gonna be accelerating up this hill. I got 3 sets of this. If you can, find a better hill than this, but that's all I got today. So let's just get it done. Did a few warm-ups. I'm realizing it's kind of slippery. So we're gonna see how this goes, but it's gonna be interesting. Rep 2. Ah! Almost face planted. I'm not gonna count that one. Hey, don't eat that. Ah, I'm slipping every time. All right, good enough, we'll call it there. All right, guys, next I've got depth drop from 12 inches. I have no idea how high this is. It might be a tiny bit higher or lower, who knows. Into just a standing vertical jump. Did a few warm-up jumps with these, and I was barely trying. I almost hit my head on the ceiling, so I think I'm gonna move outside. But I'll do one more here just to see if I actually do. Yeah, I'm limiting myself. I know I could easily, so we're getting out of here. All right, doing 5 max jumps to the side, then we'll get into the actual lifting. I don't really know if this is high or low. I'm guessing it's not that good because my RSI or my reactive strength is not that amazing. So we'll see though. Y'all let me know if you think I'm jumping high on these or not. I guess I should have just brought my OVR thing out here so I could see how high I'm actually getting, but that's too far away. I'll do it next time. All right. All right, guys, now getting into the actual lift. First up, we got power cleans. If I'm doing a power movement like power cleans, hang cleans, clean pulls, whatever it may be, it typically goes first in the actual lifting. But yeah, I'm doing 3x2. Unfortunately, I can't go as heavy with my cleans down here just because, got metal plates, can't drop them. Yeah, I'm gonna do some warm-up sets and then just start working up to a decently heavy double. So let's get into it. First working set at 175. Second working set at 185. If I was at my actual gym, I would go for 205 right now. I'm just gonna play it safe, go for 195. No reason to put a hole in the floor or something stupid like that. So, yeah. All right, time for the last working set at 195. Oh, that was a bad rep. It's horrible. Let's go. Oh my gosh. That was 2 horrible reps. Oh my. Sat down for a bit too long in between those 2, I think. That was trash. All right, guys, time to get into the front squats. I think I've only mentioned it in one other video, but recently I've been trying to learn how to do full depth squats. And so it's really taking a toll on my vertical. If you guys saw my North Carolina stuff, didn't do too well during that trip, and the majority of it was because of a bunch of things that I cannot explain entirely, but there's some science behind it that my coaches explained to me. It makes a lot of sense. And so, yeah, right now I'm just trying to get adapted to it so that long term, you know, I can make a lot of progress. I don't want to go too in depth here, no pun intended. I'll probably make an entire podcast about it pretty soon here. But this is something that I really wish I would have started prioritizing earlier in life, because it is difficult to learn if you do not have, you know, the natural skill for it. And so if you guys are just getting started, or if you're way into it, I suggest, you know, figuring out how to deep squat earlier. I used to make a bunch of excuses on how, you know, my femurs were too long or whatever. And I've realized that yes, I definitely don't have the greatest genetics to deep squat, but learning how to is going to help me out a lot. And it probably will with you too. And so I highly recommend you guys start learning it. But I'm going to start with a quick warm-up set at 135 to see how the depth is feeling. Also, before the workout, I sat in a deep squat for a couple minutes. Literally just, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it actually, so I'll back up. But just literally just sitting like this for a couple minutes is massively helpful. It just warms up that full range of motion. Doing that every day is going to get you better at deep squatting, and so that's one thing I've learned recently. So yeah, one warm-up set at 135 for front squats, and then we'll get into the working sets. Not bad, still not the most comfortable thing ever, but whatever. Also, after watching the video, my back is rounding a bit at the bottom, and so I'm going to try to fix that in these next few sets. But if you guys have any tips, let me know, because once again, this is not my strong suit. To try not to compromise form and just to get really good reps in with good form today, I'm going to be going kind of light. And so I'm going to go 155 for the first set. I'm doing 3x5 today. So let's get into the first working set. After reviewing the footage, some of those reps were okay. Some of them I got decent depth. Some of them I felt like I got decent depth, and it was actually decent depth compared to, you know, what I typically do. But still definitely was not the full squat that I'm going for. I'm going to try not to make any more comments on my form throughout the video, since this is just supposed to be a workout for you guys. But just saying, I know it's not perfect. It's a work in progress. Got to work on a lot of things before it is good. But we're getting there, so let's keep going. Cut it after a few reps there. I'm feeling something in my lower back, kind of like right here. It's just a little tight. I don't remember feeling it in previous days, so I think it might be from this, which wouldn't be surprising, because once again, my form is trash. A little bit disappointing since I'm doing such a low weight. I feel like I always mess up something when I'm working out down here. But I'm just gonna call it with these there, so I don't do anything stupid. Once again, I got a dunk in a couple days here. Never had back injuries before, and I don't want to start now, so I'm gonna play it safe. All right, guys, next up we have Nordic curls. The last few things here, which is this, and then it's a calf raise movement, and then I believe something else, are all going to be decently modified because I don't have the perfect equipment to do them here. But you get the point. Nordic curls, 3x5. Let's go. That's it. All right, moving on to what is supposed to be single leg seated calf raises, but don't have that today, so I'm just going to be doing double leg standing with the barbell. Recently learned that I was good doing this kind of wrong, and so I'm going to be trying to, you know, do a more controlled tempo. But yeah, it was going to be 3x6 each leg, but since I'm doing double, I'm just going to do 3x10. And so yeah, starting off at 205. Let's go. Second set, 225. Last set at 255. I actually feel brain dead right now. All right, guys, last thing here. I've got a side plank for 30 seconds, 2 sets of that. Haven't been doing much core recently, so I'm excited to get back into it. I think I've definitely got some gains to make there. Make sure to stick around till the end, guys. We've got a lot of important context on this lift and other stuff for you guys. And so let's hop into the last thing here. Pretty annoyed myself because I just realized I probably should have done one both ways because I was probably targeting more one side of my core for both of those. But if I didn't have a decently big session coming up, I would just do 2 more sets. But in this case, I really don't want to kill my core. It probably isn't going to do too much, and so I'm just going to call it at that. But if you guys are doing this, do one on each side. That's a lot smarter. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. The last one of these did pretty well, and I figured why not do it again. This is literally the most recent time that I've lifted in this home gym since that last video. And so just know I'm not like purposely not posting workout videos. I do enjoy doing them. I know they're valuable to a lot of people. I just can't really film in the gym that I'm going to at the current moment. And so every time I get the chance to lift here, which is normally, not the greatest thing ever, but it's something, of course, and I'm grateful for it. I try to film it and put it out there for you guys. So I really hope that you guys found some value from this. If you have any questions, make sure to comment them below, and I'll try to answer them in the comments, or maybe even answer them in the next workout video more in depth. So again, guys, just thank you so much for watching. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Like I said, got a lot of stuff coming soon. You guys, if you have been subscribed, you've likely seen that the last few weeks here have been pretty crazy. Had a lot of content, had a lot of cool opportunities. I got to go to North Carolina, I got to do a dunk show, a bunch of other stuff. And so again, I'm just super grateful for everything that's been going on recently. Hope to keep it going. It's been difficult to keep up with content-wise, but I'm making it work, and it's all worth it, of course. And so again, very grateful for all of you guys that have been going on this journey with me. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the journey. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.